Hello everyone, I'm Joel. Welcome back to another video. This is going to be my first ever vlog. Not every video needs to be a monster video with so much work getting done. Everything is so loud and slow. But I love how it sounds. It sounds so good. Update on myself. The last year in December, it's going to be 1 year of me working as an iron worker, because my father and his brother, which is my uncle, they own a business for welding and ironworking and all that type of stuff. So the past 2 years, my dad has been telling me, yo, I'm trying to retire soon, and I'm like, I know what that means. I know he's trying to rope me into the business so that I can hopefully eventually take over the business. But those are just some absolutely massive shoes to fill. It's really overwhelming. The thought of there's so much I have to learn. There's so much I have to learn. That's I cannot be undertold. And then it's basically committing to that for the rest of my life. It's a pretty big decision, you know? So I mean, granted, the decision's obvious. I have to do that. There's no way I can just let my uncle's work go to waste all these years. I can't do that. Also, I just needed to take the plunge and get into the family business, because I can't be the reason why we have to close the doors or sell the business off to somebody else. That's ridiculous. So I gotta put my big boy pants on and I gotta start learning the ropes. So I say that to say that has been a very, very, very time-consuming thing in my life the past year. I've been ironworking from 6 a.m. to 2:30. Those are great hours. But the amount of energy you use in those hours makes it really difficult for me to just go ahead and stay full steam ahead for a month straight, working from 2:30 till 7, 8, 9 p.m. on the cars. I'm still doing it, I'm still making it happen, but it is something that's damn, it's noticeable. This is not as easy as it was before having the job. And when I'm out on the field, the hours are 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. because the drive back. So it's a long day before even touching anything with the mechanics. So realistically, I can't just ignore that whole part of my life on my YouTube channel. This is the YouTube channel about me. Yes, cars got me the recognition to get to this point, but my life is adapting. No two albums of a great musician sound the same, because their life is going through different stages. So you just gotta adapt to it. If you don't and make the same album over and over and over and over again, then that's just ridiculous. That's not a way to do it. You gotta be able to adapt to how your life is changing. So this is my formal way of doing that. Let me make sure we're still recording, because I have no idea. Come on, bro! Fucking cocksucker. That's a broken axle. Alright. Jesus, dude! I tried dumping the little clutch. Dude, that is really, really inconvenient and annoying. I tried just dumping the clutch, dude, and it snapped an axle. Brother! What have I done, bro? The reason I'm driving right now still is because I have a welded diff. Welded diff, you can break an axle and just continue driving. Just you gotta take it a little easy, and it's gonna pull one way. Oh my goodness, it's pulling left so hard now. Alright, let's ignore that happened. We do miscellaneous ironwork, so staircases, random beams that have to get put up, and just really obscure situations is where we go.
Un momentito, ¿eh? A ver, poner un sargento aquí porque no sabe para sacarla de allí. Yo la cogemos y yo le pongo.
This is crazy. If you guys aren't interested in those types of videos, I fully understand. You guys subscribed for car content, but also, like I was saying, I can't just completely ignore such a big part of my life. So I'm gonna introduce you guys real slowly into this. I'm gonna show you guys us installing a column for a staircase in an arts theater, and it's gonna be an absolute work of art. This right here is the sample of what the staircase is gonna look like. It's powder coated railings with the stringers all painted with paint that costs $1,500 for 1 gallon. This is like architect design. It needs to be exactly how the architect wants. And I think that'll be a really interesting video to make for you guys. Around December 15th is when we start installing that staircase. And I was like, yeah, that's probably gonna be a big video. So us installing this column, I'll show you guys that now. And you guys can see what the process is like. It's a little introduction of what ironworking is like for us. The concrete guys are putting the molding down, getting it all nice and ready. We gotta let this sit for about 2 weeks, let the concrete really set in, cure, and then we're able to come in and work this, but it's looking good so far.
Very mostly in detail.
The first order of business, we got to get this column in position because they're about to pour concrete on Friday, and this column needs to be submerged. But we need to epoxy this thing in because they were supposed to install this before the initial pour, but they did it anyways, and now we got to try and make up for it. So now I'm with Sam, my foreman. He's making sure to get the layout done to make sure that we get that column in the right position, because that column needs to land right in the middle of that landing, and obviously there is no landing yet. Following the blueprints beforehand saves you a lot of headache. This right here is our best friend. This laser, without it, it makes things so difficult.
So we're at the pour stop.
Yep. The pour stop is that piece up there.
Piece of steel that is preventing that concrete from over pouring is our pour stop.
So the concrete guys went on lunch, and we're gonna try and bang this out real quick before they get back. They're not on top of us.
From the pour stop itself, 6'4" and 5/8 to the center.
Yep, and that's the pour stop right there.
And from this pour stop, from this pour stop to the center, so it'll be 6'5½".
Yep.
Now, the one we want for our column to center it out is 16 feet, 9 1/4. But since we have from the pour stop already our line for 6'4" and 5/8", you're gonna put this tape exactly at 6'4" and 5/8".
Yeah, 6'4" and 5/8". There we go. 6'4" and 5/8", and he was just locating the embeds, the plates that are under there, and that's what the stringers mount to. Yep.
That's our center one.
That's the center of the column.
That's our center. It should be the center of our column at 16 9 1/4.
Perfect.
That's not bad at all.
So he found the center there, then we just took the same thing on that side, put it on this side so that the laser is on the center line here. Now we are dead center where the column goes there, and he set this line so that the gap right there is the same as the gap right here, and that's how you know it's square. Yep, looks pretty good.
That's our centerpiece. We're so into putting up that column.
So 6 feet from the pour stop to the center of the column, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the pour stop is up here, right?
That piece of steel that's up there, that's actually by the slab.
So we gotta go 6 feet.
Slab. I think, that's the pour stop mark, so we're good.
Yep. The measurement from there to the center, 6 feet. Did you make that mark?
Your father did.
Oh shit. Come on, please move. Yep. A smidge towards the wall.
Should be good.
There we go, that mark is there, and it's hitting the pour stop all the way along. It's a little bit past it, but yeah.
Well, it's a bit past it. Just about there,
Yep,
right?
that looks good.
All right, that looks good. That looks good. I can take that.
Looks good.
Yep, we're perfect right there.
Yep.
So what we want is that. Try to put that mark from the laser on the foot mark if you can.
Okay.
Go all the way in. Try to put it on the foot mark. If we gotta actually move that, there you go. Just like so.
Let me see. Just about. Just right there.
That's the foot mark.
Yep, right there.
So we have 4 feet 9 5/8 to the edge of the frame. So we deduct the 4, 9 5/8 from 6 feet.
Okay. That's width of -1 foot.
4, 9 5/8. 3/8, right? That's
1,
what
2, and 3/8. Yep.
Right. So.
Yep. So now what you're marking?
This right here, and that should be the center of our column based on dimensions.
Yep. No guessing. Look
So
at
that's
that.
the center of our column right there.
Now just to make sure. Yep, 14 by 14. Yep. Okay.
And it moved on me just here. Alright. So now we go 7 inches from here to
Top and bottom. Yep.
this tolerance. You know, you can have a 1/4 inch here, probably 1/2 inch at most. I won't work with nothing else than that, 'cause then wherever you're off in the bottom, you're off at top. You know, so
And by more, right?
and yeah, depending on how it all turns out, you know, sometimes it's not perfection, so pores can be actually off too. If your elevation on your pores over pour or less than what it's supposed to, that throws you off as well.
Yeah, that makes
But you
sense.
just work with it, you know, work with what you have, that's all, make it happen. Seven inches. Yeah, it should be good.
Yep, looks pretty
That's
good to
what I
me.
call it. That's what I call it.
I low-key thought that it was just measure the edges of the concrete and then put it in the center, but yeah, Sam knows better than to do something like that. So once again, he just made sure 16, 9 1/4 is the center of the column. And now setting the laser up so that it's printing on the edge of that pour stop all the way along. It is very close. Very good. That is beautiful. It is currently November 5th. I'm hoping by December we can start. Who knows? The load all was occupied, so we had to bring that in by hand with this little thing. He asked me to cut out 2 pieces of tube, 10 inches, so that they can go under the column or something like that. But got the generator on because there's no power out here. We got the spacers cut out. They go under the column. This thing is so scratched up. Jesus. Perfect timing. Cleaning this out so epoxy can sit in there properly and not just collect on that dust. Gotta trim off 4 inches. Cut at an angle so the epoxy doesn't push them back out. A lot of work getting done here. And they're fast too.
Set the epoxy now, and then we can actually set
I don't know why. I thought we were gonna put this like this, and I'm over here like there's no way. But this just goes in like there.
square it out with what we have.
Yeah.
I think we're all good.
This corner needs to come this way, tiny, tiny.
There we go.
Yep. Yep, look at that right there, perfect. So now that's just sitting up off that concrete. She's perfect there. Oh man. Yep, here she is. Now needs to get dropped off. Just to show you guys real quick what else we were up to in the bathrooms. The partitions, the doors, and the walls are the partitions. They needed extra reinforcement, so we came in, installed these 20-foot tubing and got that all insanely reinforced. This is like the most dramatic overkill thing ever for the walls of a bathroom. That sits above the drop ceiling. Me and Sam got all this banged out. It was tricky and annoying, but today we just finished welding up this cross beam because we also needed a way to mount the handicap stall. The partitions come this way and then they come this way for the handicap. So they're gonna be able to mount right there, right off of the structural beam. We smoked the hole in the wall right here with an angle grinder. Got that all nice and good. This thing is So damn reinforced. There's 4 bathrooms in this establishment. We got them all done. I still gotta clean up here. Sam's setting the epoxy downstairs while I clean up because it's 2:15 and we leave at 3. So yeah, got all this. So nice. This thing is insanely solid. We got those in by breaking holes in the wall and bringing it through there. We made that hole there as well as that hole there, and just brought the big pipes in right through there. Yep, good to go. We are done here. Feels good to say that. I'm currently picking up the welding lead. This is unbelievably heavy, pure copper, but we had to run it up through there to leave a clear passage right here. Can't have any wires on the floors, so I got it all dropped down. Now we have it running down through the staircase, down there, and outside, right out to here. And they rented us a welder with a bad axle. This thing has no cotter pin, it just falls off. So now I don't know how we're gonna get this out. We brought it from over there, but these landscaping guys have been going insane. Can't go back that way. Man, this is so heavy, but gotta be done.
I gotta pull this side over.
Yep.
These 2 washers, put them under the piece of 1 by 1.
Okay.
Right?
Under the actual 1x1s?
Yep, so I
Okay.
can raise it that 1/8 of an inch. Only close to about 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch at the top, which is what I need.
Okay.
So we got the same distance.
That's money. Just 2 little washers on top of that 1-inch spacer under there.
Now we're level. Let me go check the level.
Beautiful, man. How's it look?
Beautiful. Can't get any better.
This right here is the definition of blue collar. Setting up and packing out. Goodness gracious. Setting up and packing up is so strenuous. You better be fit and strong, because if not, you are gonna have a miserable time working blue collar. Always gotta clean up after yourself when you're done. Housekeeping, very important. Yep. Concrete board, it's looking good. So now that you guys saw that whole process, it's honestly really interesting. Like when I started recording, I was like, wait, this is gonna be really cool, because in the moment while you're working, you don't really have time to soak in what it is that you're doing. You just go, 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 go. But being able to record it and then edit it after, I find a new appreciation for it, because it's really able to slow it down and see the whole process through. The second job, when we finished that first job, we went over to reinforce this brick wall that they were gonna cut 5 huge windows in. And for you to just cut brick, you can't just cut it and hope for the best. You gotta go in and reinforce it. We installed those beams, put 5/8 inch plate through the building. Through those holes that you guys are gonna see, and then on the other side there's some shorings that holds those plate up, and that's basically what's supporting the entire wall. Then they come in after, cut that whole window out, and then reinforce the top side of the window, and then that window is 100% ready to remove those beams. We got 5 beams that we gotta set up top onto there. Let's see how we're gonna make that happen. It's kind of cramped job sites. I like that. Gotta just work around other people, but yeah, that should be fun. It should be fun. Of course, it's raining today, so not ideal. We will get it done though. We are indeed getting it done. Corpse can't be too close because it'll hit the wall, so gotta clamp that strap down to the edge. And she's good to go like that. Sam's on the boom. Nice and easy. Not bad at all. Sketchy stuff. The lift driver by accident was lowering the arm with the strap still clamped, and the whole thing just toppled over. At any second, something crazy could happen, and that's why I don't like standing underneath shit. So sketchy, but one more. Not bad. We're almost done setting the beams up. We got 3 of them fully done, and he's welding up the 4th one. We started demo. That big ass saw. It's 15 inches from this brick wall to the CMUs on the inside. The brick, man, that thing is gnarly. There's gonna be a window right there. And lastly, to finish this video off, I want to show you guys what the manufacturing process actually looks like inside of the shop. Everything comes from raw material inside that shop, and it's a really crazy thing to see, just everything coming together. And at the shop now, this is crazy. Is it actually this tall? This is really tall, but like, these guys are doing a great job at the shop putting this together. It looks absolutely incredible. This is what they look like before that frame insert, and then over here there's more of those. These are the actual stairs. Got them all ready for the inserts. Those inserts are what make this thing really pop and shine. Hey, 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 hey! So all of these materials show up raw. Just a bundle of these plates, bundle of this, and in here they work their magic. These guys are magicians. And like here, this all gets turned into that insane amount of material. But that's what it takes. In the process, it's looking good, man. It's looking really good. I'm excited to install this. I was always just very anal and picky about every little thing that I uploaded on the channel, because that's partly my OCD. For every 10 videos I record, I'm not even lying, probably 3 or 4 get uploaded. And it's just because I can never find a thumbnail, a title, and a finish and an actual structure to the video. I would start recording it, I would get about halfway through, and then I just stopped because I couldn't really see a structure to it. But like, that's such a waste. I need to just upload what I can and just go with the flow. So hopefully this video actually isn't all over the place. I think it will be, because like I said, when there's no structure to the video, I would struggle really greatly to upload it. But this is my attempt at breaking that. Hopefully now, you know, I'm just chatting. I'm just low-key in pain with a broken damn axle. This is so inconvenient, but also it's kind of good, because the past week I've been saying, I kind of want to get into the E30, but I need to finish the front bumper on this car. I'm doing body work on it. But now that I broke an axle, it's looking like it's E30 time. That's this car no longer becomes my daily, and then I can now daily the E30 until I fix everything on that car, make some more driving videos with that car. I'm definitely going to be doing some POVs with that car next, because now this car's done. Stay tuned, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy.